In the modern office setting of a busy downtown skyscraper, a significant incident unfolded that shows the overlap of technology and human physiology. This is a story of how new LED lighting technology, brought in with the promise of energy efficiency and cost savings, accidentally led to a disturbing disruption in the daily lives of the workers. The office in question, a sleek area of open workspaces lit by the cool glow of cutting-edge LED lights, initially stood for a progressive approach to corporate environmental responsibility. However, under the veneer of this eco-friendly effort, a more worrying story was developing, one that showed the fragile balance between technological progress and human health. As weeks went by, the employees started reporting strange patterns of sleep disturbances, a set of symptoms that slowly came together into a pattern of insomnia. At the same time, a noticeable drop in productivity became apparent, an issue that caught the attention of the company's human resources department. Importantly, these changes happened along with the new lighting setup, setting the stage for a thorough investigation into the connection between LED lighting and its unforeseen effects on body clocks. The office's switch to LED lighting had been planned as part of a wider sustainability effort. LED, or light-emitting diode, technology offers significant benefits over traditional lighting: major energy savings, longer lifespans, and lower maintenance costs. The appeal of LEDs lies in their efficiency, converting electricity into light at up to 90% effectiveness. The newly installed system had advanced control, high brightness, and a color temperature that gave out a bright, cool white light, meant to mimic daylight and rejuvenate the space. At first, employees were amazed by the sharp clarity this lighting brought to their papers and screens. But over time, the unseen impact of this artificial light started to affect more than just their work routine. As the months passed, Human Resources' initial report showed a 15% increase in reported sleep problems and a corresponding 10% drop in overall work efficiency compared to the previous year. The connection was too strong to ignore, and it raised the question that would lead to an important study. Could the specific features of the LED lighting be disturbing the body clocks of the office workers? The circadian rhythm is the body's internal clock that regulates the sleep-wake cycle and other bodily processes. This rhythm depends on the natural pattern of light and darkness within a 24-hour period. Natural sunlight contains a range of colors, including blue light, which is crucial in managing the circadian rhythms. Once the link between light exposure and circadian rhythms was clear, scientists have found that blue light, particularly intense in LED lighting, affects the release of melatonin, a hormone that plays a key role in sleep regulation. As conversations happened among the company's management and healthcare advisors, the employees went through detailed health checks and surveys to determine their experiences. Shockingly, data showed that employees exposed to the LED lights, especially those seated directly under this light for long periods, reported a 20% increase in trouble falling asleep, with many also having inconsistent sleep patterns. Detailed accounts from affected workers painted a clear picture. Vanessa, a graphic designer, described her evening restlessness, a feeling of being wired but tired, which made unwinding after work difficult. The biophilic design, once celebrated for its simple beauty, had unintentionally disrupted the natural rhythm of night and day, creating an endless artificial daylight within the workplace. The impact of the changed circadian rhythms went beyond just numbers. Workers like John, an accountant, spoke of the frustrating cycle of sleepless nights followed by caffeine-rich days, a coping method to fight the tiredness, but which only made his natural sleep patterns worse. This chain reaction of sleep disturbance was seen in the numerical data collected over several months, as statisticians recorded a 12% increase in the use of coffee and energy drinks. Furthermore, the rate of mistakes in work tasks had increased by 8% and deadlines were missed 15% more often. Productivity measures, once steadily rising, now showed a concerning trend. On the detailed level, the vivid stories of meetings filled with yawns and increased irritability painted a broader picture of a workforce struggling to keep its former energy. A thorough performance review revealed that employees were taking more time to finish routine tasks, with often broken concentration. This gathered data, along with the growing evidence about the effects of LED lighting on human health, began to form a strong argument for rethinking workplace lighting strategies. It suggested a need for a more thought-out approach that balanced productivity with the health of its employees. In response to the important findings, the company started a complex intervention. They worked with lighting experts and workplace health experts to redesign the lighting system. The new setup allowed for adjusting light intensity and color temperature, making it more like natural light cycles. Workers now spent fewer hours under bright, cool white light, and the introduction of warmer colors towards the end of the day aimed to mimic the natural shift to dusk. It was a thoughtful response that showed an understanding of people-centered design principles. Later surveys and health tracking over the next year showed a 10% improvement in sleep quality and an 8% increase in productivity, justifying the decision to change the office environment. Though the first use of the very efficient LED lighting was intended to be good for the environment, it had not considered important effects on human health. The incident taught other companies about the detailed aspects of workplace design, acknowledging that company efficiency should not harm the health needs of employees. This story emphasizes the importance of thinking about the big impact of even simple technologies like artificial lighting, and shows the duty of modern businesses to care for the health of their workers as much as any valuable asset.